Data science offers a landscape of endless opportunities where insights become the compass guiding career journeys. Hello, wonderful attendees. I'm your host, Dalvinder Kaur from Lovely Professional University. Get ready to dive into today's topic, that is navigating the data science landscape, career insights, and opportunities. Before we proceed further, allow me to introduce the experts of that day, Dr. Amritpal Singh, Associate Professor, School of Computer Science and Engineering, Lovely Professional University. Dr. Amritpal, an eminent authority in the field of databases, big data analytics, Apache Spark, and more. Dr. Singh brings to the table a wealth of knowledge and expertise, backed by a Doctor of Philosophy in Computer Science from Lovely Professional University. So now I would like to introduce Mr. Vishad Dubey, Director, Data Science, Transorg Analytics, with over 10 years of experience in strategy consulting across various industries. Mr. Vishad specializes in data analytics and machine learning techniques to drive business growth. So I would like to introduce admission nominee also in this webinar, Dr. Kavisha Duggal, Assistant Professor, Lovely Professional University. With over 10 years of experience and a passion for research, Dr. Duggal is PhD in the fascinating field of gamification. Her impressive track record includes 12 international publications with the Best Smart Education Award from the Ministry of Urban Affairs. Before we proceed further, I would request to everyone, for any questions you can write in the chat box or in the Q&A box, and same will be addressed from my side in the end of this webinar. And now I hand over the things to Dr. Amritpal Singh and Mr. Vishad Dubey, and it would be an absolute delight to listen from them. Over to you, sir.
Vishad sir, you can take over. You can start with your presentation.
All right. Thanks, Dalvinder, Mr. Amritpal Singh, and Kavisha ma'am for having me hosting here. Thanks a lot for the opportunity. So let's move over to the presentation. We have a small presentation ranging about half an hour. Let's reach there. Let me share my screen. All right. Let's start. I hope the screen is visible.
Yes, the screen is visible. You can continue.
All right, thank you. So basically, we would be covering the whole idea. We'll try to demystify, as the title reads, about the world of data science and what opportunities and job offers that are there currently, as we are moving and converging towards the world of singularity, where machines are able to do most of the jobs that human beings have been doing till now. So let me proceed with the presentation. Almost 13 years of experience that I've had in this field. I'm an MBA from IIM Kozhikode and a graduate from the Delhi College of Engineering in the mechanical. Data has been my passion for almost all these years. And I represent Transorg Analytics, which specifically specializes in the field of data science and machine learning. And we are in the field of services and consulting with different companies. Okay, so what are the different topics that we would be covering today? What is data science specifically? What does it mean when we talk about data science in general? Some of the world problems that data science is able to solve and which we have been hearing in due course of our interaction with different clients. What are the industry trends, job roles, salaries in data science? Why you should pick or should not pick a career in data science, and how do you prepare for a career in data science? Okay. So when we say, or this phrase in itself, data science, what it stands for is a kind of marriage between data and science, wherein we use mathematical and computational techniques to make sense or let the machine identify the pattern that exists in data. Now, as the name suggests, there are a course or there are different streams of courses which go into making a data science project or a data science expert successful, which are namely math, statistics, advanced computing, visualization, in the sense that once we've worked on a particular project, be it for internal stakeholders understanding or for a client, you have to visually represent your analysis. You need to have a hacker mindset. When we say a hacker mindset, it's not hacking. What we are trying to say is to able to compute your machine to identify patterns. Then you need to have a domain expertise. When at the start of the career, yes, when we are working on the data, we are mostly concerned with the maths and statistics behind it, but eventually for data science to be able, or your model to be able to solve a world problem, we also need to have the understanding of a particular domain. And by domain, I mean, let's say you are designing a conversational AI or a machine learning model in the field of healthcare, or in the field of legal, or in the field of manufacturing. So it always helps to have a senior person in the team who has the domain knowledge. And at last, but not least, data engineering, which although tends to appear as a different field, facilitates or enables all the model from end to end on deploying it on a particular system. Cloud computing, which is mentioned as a bullet here, it relates to using cloud technologies, the GCPs and AWS, Amazons of the world, to again becomes a part of the superset of data engineering, so which enables for you to even work on the machine learning models or deploy the models also. So why has data science come into vogue? So eventually, if you look at the differentiator between a consultant in terms, when we hired consultants for different problems, let's say about 1780, it was about the mindset and access to the specific domain knowledge these consultants had. But what is happening when I say that the systems are converging is that all the systems at any places are having or working on a lot of data points. Now, since every individual, be it in our personal life or professional life, we have access to so much data points that we also, an individual, can be on a path where we can identify pattern. And this whole trajectory has suddenly exploded in the early 2000s, and like we are sitting in 2024. So if you just look at the numbers, you would see that it's growing at an exponential rate of around 43%. We are sitting at exabytes, which is way beyond terabytes also of data. But one thing that is noteworthy in this is that even as of today, 80% of data is unstructured data, while 20% is structured data. So what's the slight difference between structured and unstructured data is anything which is not in the form of a table or a tabular data is known as unstructured data. For that, to exemplify, all the audios, videos, text, and everything, they form under they come under the category of unstructured data. And as we experience that, even though in a corporate life or in a day-to-day student life, we are working with tabular data, but when we look around, let's say Alexa, for example, it's purely working on unstructured data, which is our voice. Data is the new oil. This is one of the most known phrase or most the hard truth that is there. I think 95% of our daily decision making can be subconsciously or consciously backed on data. Even when the systems were not there, if you look back, most of our decision, which course to pick, which college to join, what career to choose, are based on data points. So formulating those and identifying patterns in those is known as data science. Okay. Just let me come back. So evolution over the years, like the graph shows that 50s were when we were just talking about basic statistical techniques. These statistical techniques are still in play. Most of the research papers, and if you talk to PhDs in your colleges, there are a lot of hypothesis testing are still done on statistical techniques. What has happened that we've not left behind any of the techniques till now. It's just that we have evolved them to become more neural friendly, in the sense they are becoming more human like. A lot of thinking that was initially done by humans while operational works were done by system is converging to the point that a lot of thinking, so as to speak, is also being done by machine. So from eras in 50 of around statistical technique, we have come to the point of deep learning and artificial intelligence in 2000s, and even the second decade of 2000, wherein we are using big data analytics. Okay, this is the lot of trends are there. So like I was saying initially, it's just not about a specific field or a specific domain where data science is currently being used. You think of a domain, you think of a field, data science will have a role in this. So be it social media analytics. So all the algorithms, what you see on Facebook that people you may know, at the back end of it is a convoluted, in the sense, a very deep learning model which try to identify patterns between based on your behavior, based on other person behaviors, and make suggestions that this is the particular article or particular set of people that you should know. Beyond that, even the kind of articles that are there in the feed is also done by using machine learning and AI algorithms, which are based on, again, on our behavior and or our preferences. E-commerce and analytics, we have all would have experienced that in Amazon and other Flipkarts of the world, all the recommendations that are being made is based on all our behavior, what products we choose, what others choose, and how close are we in terms of behavior to those other people. Other thing, banking, BFSI, we can say by experience that we have been one of the earliest adopters of this field. All the credit card decision making, underwriting, all the decision makings are mostly have matured to the point are being done by machines. Alexa, I've already given an example. So although the recommendation example that's there mostly comes into play in apps like Spotify, Wing, where the recommendations are being made. But Alexa or Google Money, these products are itself based on deep learning algorithms. Healthcare, again, slowly and steadily, a lot of AI and machine learning algorithms are coming into the forefront, where the preliminary discussion, given the workload, given a lot of knowledge that goes into identifying a particular disease from unstructured data, eventually, slowly, we are seeing progress being made in the field of healthcare. Smart home, something that is again slowly picking up, maybe in a very diverse economy and different socio-economic strata, which is not very visible in India, but definitely there's a section of society where smart homes are enabled, where your lights and all your electrical and electronic appliances can be run on tap of a button. Coming to automotive industry, we are very well aware of all the technologies that are coming in driverless cars that are there in that Tesla is building one after another. Even in all our commercial vehicles that are there in Indian scenario, like Mahindras and all, they have ADS systems, which basically takes into account machine learning and AI. Let's move further. So if you look back, how does it work in an entity, in an organization? So be it an institution, be it a corporate world, you can just start at 3 stages of consumption of an AI workflow, machine learning AI workflow. It could be just for having simple insights from it, or if you can have the whole structure aligned with decision making, or at times it could be actual AI where the actions are also being taken by the machines. Robots, like we know, are one of the prime examples where the decision and actions are being taken by machines themselves. Now, what are the stages in terms of consumption and delivery? So you can have a visualization reporting, you have Power BI, Excel dashboards, you have tableaus of the world. You can do a rule-based or scenario-based analysis where machine will take into account different rules that you've set for particular insight or decision making, and gives you or help you with the direction in eventually decision making. You can done simulation or analysis. Monte Carlo simulation is one of the very prominent simulation, or it's a statistical simulation. Same way, you can program the machine to run simulation at its ends after feeding in the correct data. Optimization heuristics rule-based systems is where you actually tell the machine that this is the end target which needs to be achieved. Now, can you optimize the whole process for me using the heuristics, which is the rule of the thumbs or the how humans think? And eventually comes the machine learning and natural language, wherein you can use natural language for the machine to do a particular process and churn out the output. Chat GPTs and other transformer models that we are seeing as of today mostly work on this whole concept, wherein you interact with the machine with human natural language form. Again, however, there are different stages. Like I said, you can use the analytics of field of machine learning just to describe a particular pattern, or you can use it for diagnostic, meaning to say that you have a hypothesis or you have an output. Let's say there's a failure in a particular machine runtime. So you can run a diagnostic analytics to identify, okay, what was the specific reason for this particular machine part failure. Now, humans have programmed it basis their experience, and that's how machine learn. Or you can also have in the same domain of predictive analytics, wherein everything is going fine as of today, but your machine can run the simulations and predict that, okay, this part most probably in next few years or next few months might fail. So corrective action could be taken by the right stakeholder. or it could be a prescriptive analytics over and above predictive, that okay, this part most probably would fail because of these reasons, and to mitigate the loss or mitigate the failure or the risk associated with it, these are the different kind of things that can be done. Okay, so these are some of the numbers that we have spooled together just to highlight the role that data science or machine learning is playing, and also the opportunities, just to give an idea. So if you look right at the third quadrant bottom, there are more than 11.5 million, just a number by 2026 with jobs in US, according to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics. Okay. And out of those, almost 1 lakh jobs we think, as even as we speak, are sprouting up in India, and there are a lot of opportunities both for freshers and experienced domain experts in this industry. By 2024, I think basically because of the technical advancement and the volumes and the graduates that we have, like yourself, we are seeing that India would become one of the top 3 consumers in the world in the field of machine learning and AI. And the data growth rate, of course, is very high, like I mentioned, and India specifically can also assume to go on be that trajectory. Okay, and in terms of salary comparison, just enroll. When you go on that part, even at a fresher level, the salary comparison that we are seeing across industry, there might be exceptions, but somewhere in the range of 2 to 3x is what a data science earns or is hired for as against a software developer. All right. So jobs and roles and related skill sets in the field of data science. So at a very entry level, wherein is a data analyst, the primary role of a data analyst is to analyze the data, as the name suggests, and using that analysis and patterns into eventually present it to the stakeholders in form of visualization tool, which can be, like I mentioned, a simple Excel dashboard or a Power BI or a PPT eventually, or let's say a Tableau dashboard. The machine learning engineer is someone who's very comfortable with statistical knowledge and is comfortable with maths of it. And he helps the whole team, or he helps a senior in building models. So that person understands the data, understands the programming language, understands about the computing system design. Data scientist is someone who works as like a conduit, but also is an expert between the business stakeholders and also between the data scientists. Now, this person has knowledge about the models. This person is an expert in building the models, but that person always keeps in mind the business context or business relevance of building a particular model. So eventually the fine tuning of the model to have a revenue uptake or a cost optimization, the data scientist is the one who has knowledge about the tools also, who is comfortable with visualizations technique also, but is also aware of the business context of that particular problem. Data engineer, like I mentioned earlier, is someone who's responsible for an end-to-end threading of the whole solution. So from the point of sourcing the data till the point of delivery to the end stakeholder, to creating those pipelines is something that is undertaken or is by a data engineer. So we mentioned the 4 basic overall phases that are there: ingestion, processing, surfacing, storage. And the skills, these skills, this is just a snapshot. These skills keep evolving. In field of big data, you will have few of the legacy systems still exist in terms of Spark and Apache, but slowly, like we're seeing, everything is being enabled by big cloud players, so AWS and Googles of the world. So a data engineer also can align himself or herself with the different technology that are there available in today's scenario. Okay, let me move ahead. Okay. So average salaries that we expect by job roles in the field of data science in terms of numbers of experience is a pretty self-explanatory explanatory slide, and this is correct to our best knowledge that depending on, of course, there is a differentiation in terms of your skill set, how comfortable are you in a particular skill set, the experience that individual brings, and the kind of projects someone has done, the kind of course and curriculum that diligently they have followed, and it comfortably ranges in terms of experience from 5 to 30 lakhs depending on the experience. And data scientist, like I said, is someone who has skill set in terms of roles and responsibility, is preferred and paid a touch more than other individuals. Okay, so this slide is something to draw our attention back to the time of COVID days. So what happened at most of the organization worldwide, data science was still being looked at as an assisted operations or assisted field, wherein the core operations were enhanced by use of data science. So what happened during the COVID times, most of the organization was little shy in investing further in data science initiatives. But we have now, as we speak in 2024, we have come a long way from post-COVID days. So and now organizations are realizing that most of the works and efficiencies come when we tactfully and correctly employ data science field. So we've come from there, the bloodbath days, the red flag days of COVID days, and there are a lot of opportunities in the field of both, like I said, structured and unstructured data, storytelling, which was the primary role of a data scientist manager or a data scientist himself, creating the predictive models. We can automate all the resource intensive projects, because most of these processes, they look good on paper, they are good in terms of idea, but at times, if we are not very savvy or tech savvy, we might end up burning a lot of resources. Okay, so that is also the role of data engineer or a solution architect comes into picture, that person is responsible for delivering the same output along with the data science team while minimizing the infrastructure or investment of the organization. Anomaly detection is something that we have seen. We've seen in a lot of movies also, even before data science was a hot thing, that they run video analytics to identify someone who might be responsible for a particular crime, or they run it even like we have Aadhaar. With a lot of video verification is being done on basis of our image or image that is there on Aadhaar card. A lot of banks have already deployed that they look at their operations or day-to-day working on their corporates, and they tend to identify the movement of the customers just to highlight if there is an anomaly in their behavior. Okay, so since we were on the topic of post COVID-19 era and how we have come a long way from it, a lot of global problems are being solved, and we are working with a lot of global joints in different domains, and the problems that are being solved. You might have heard about that just when we were coming out of the COVID in 2021 and 2022, there were a lot of the semiconductor industry in particular took a lot of hit because of the routing issues or navigation issues of the containers coming in from China. So all of those things were being considered. All of those things are now being mitigated using data science into consideration. And that has resulted in a few of the global problems that are being solved, like cash and liquidity crisis. This is very relevant for BFSI sector, wherein they do a lot of analysis in terms of loans disbursement and credit underwriting, wherein they have mandate for each country or banks of each country from their financial institutions, like RBI in our case, have a particular guidelines which they need to follow in terms of preserving the cash or sustaining the cash in their institute. But the idea of the business is to expand. So for their loan department to expand, they have to be they have to give out loans. That means that takes a hit on the cash. So data science is something which comes into play in taking account all these questions into mind, all these scenarios into mind, and optimizing the cash and liquidity ratios that should be maintained in a banking institution. reduced the sales pipelines, like I mentioned, in terms of an organization which is very sales centric. So by using different algorithms in terms of predicting that who would be the most making the propensity modeling, that who would be the customer most likely to buy our product, we are able to reduce the sales pipelines, disrupted supply chains. A very good example, like I mentioned, was about the containers and cargo issue that we happened in the semiconductor industry. So AI models were able to help different organization in rerouting so that all these issues can be avoided. Revisiting established traditional business models. So from the initial frameworks of pure human play consulting days that we had, now we have AI enabled system frameworks which organizations tend to follow to make better decisions. And cost and operation optimization, like we've been saying, there are a lot of factors and a lot of variables that go into decide in resulting into a particular cost of running a business. So a lot of AI models have been developed, domain-centric models have been developed, which are trained in minimizing the cost of operation while not compromising on the business impact in terms of revenue. Okay, so coming back to the burning question, how should you invest in a career in data science? So like we know, since in the world of internet, there are a lot of stuff available on internet where an individual can self-learn. But like I mentioned, it's always good and it's always imperative that we have seen self-learning is fine, but we always need help of a little bit of hand-holding also, but a guidance from a professional player or a professional entity like LPO itself to get certified and have the full-length course done. The second thing which is most critical and is coming from directly the point that eventually the best data scientist or the best problem solver is someone who has that domain expert. So what we advise our freshers also, our people who join our team, is to find their sweet spot in terms of domain, a domain that excites everyone. And because of internet and globalization, I think every field now has those opportunities where an individual can make their career at length. So again, like within LPO, you would have a lot of PhD experts who would have knowledge. So it would be good if you can align with individuals and work on their projects where you have a constant feedback and a guidance looping system. Fourth is nothing beats practice, and more practice. So whenever you find time behind your regular course curriculum, work on small problems. Kaggle is there and a lot of hackathons happen. Even Transog, they conduct a lot of hackathons. You can become a part of those. And we try to nurture this skill set where individuals learn the art of solving real world problems, working on, if not the real world data set because of data confidentiality issue, but near real data set. Okay, continuing on the thought, few of the factors that an individual should consider before investing in the course. So are you learning it the difficult way, or are you choosing a course that lands you a job? So the things that a structured course can give you over and above self-learning is important, but the thing that a practical course or a well-designed course gives you is the opportunity to learn in a very structured way. You would have experts to have an interactive sessions. You would have a limited batch size, so all your questions can be answered. You will have multiple projects wherein you can reinforce your learning. You will have assignment and case studies just as a milestones to check if you are on the right track. And again, the exposure that we get while working in corporates like Transog is you tend to learn from industry experts. So I think we've reached the end of the note session. So if there are any questions, more than happy to take. I'll take a pause here. I'll stop the sharing.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vishad Dubey. So it was wonderful watching you talking on a data science evolution over the years, data science trends, typical stages of data science, insights from the industry, key facts, job roles in the field of data, and more. So now I would request to the admission nominee, Dr. Kavisha Duggal, to be on the screen. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Dalvinder. The screen is visible.
Yes, screen is visible. You can continue.
Thank you. So a very good afternoon to all my dear students. I think you are the students who are going to join Lovely Professional University, or few could be who have already been part of Lovely Professional University and they are waiting when the university is going to open, right? So before you enter to the university, you actually physically attend your classes. I would like to give you a virtual tour of Lovely Professional University and know about your university, know about the rankings, know about the accreditations that your university has got. It's very important to know about a university in and out, right? Because you're going to spend your most important years into this university. If I talk about Lovely Professional University, I've been accredited with NAC A++, and the score is 3.68 on 4-point scale. This is one of the prestigious ranking that Lovely Professional University has got, my dear students. And it is, it is not only that we have got good placements, so we have got NAC A++, we have a very huge infrastructure, a very beautiful infrastructure, well-equipped infrastructure. We have got A++, or we have having a very good things in innovation. Our students are doing great in innovation. It is the combination of many factors. It is the combination of good faculty. It is the combination of what kind of a cultural sports activity we are providing to the students, what kind of courses we have, what kind of a curriculum we have, what kind of placements we have. Are we going with the internships, or what is the placement rate? So combination of all these factors have got us A++. This is one of the prestigious ranking, my dear students. When we talk about other accreditations, whatever are the necessary accreditations and approvals, they are all available with us. Then only we're able to run a particular program, right? If I talk about the placements of computer science, yes, this is something really, mind-boggling. A student has got 3 crore package. Yes, he's alumni of Lovely Professional University. If I talk about Hari Krishna, he got a package of 64 lakh rupees, and the placements are still going on. If I talk about right now, Vishwajit Bilwinder, they have got the package of 54.75 Palo Alto. Do you think it is so easy to get this package? How they're able to achieve such good package? Even these, people with the 10, 15 years of experience working in the industry are not able to crack this package. The reason, there is a really reason behind that. Nowadays, if I talk about a BTech computer science student, when you are coming to the university, you are completely studying, I'm saying, industry oriented courses. Whatever is required into the industry, we are making sure that we teach you that. Like I was addressing, like Vishad sir has told, what is the importance of each course, right? He has described it so beautifully, that how you can implement it into their real scenarios. That is the reason our students have got such good placements. It's only possible because we start the training from the day one. We design your curriculum, we revise the curriculum after every 6 months, so that we are giving you the right education that is directly proportional to the excellent placements, right? So this is all the students who got placed in the top MNCs, and yes, these are the alumni of Lovely Professional University. Now let's talk about the various rankings. Very important to understand the rankings, because they define the persona of university. The world university ranking has ranked LPU 23rd, right? In the engineering, it is the rank is 6th, and in computer science, it is ranked 9th. And then we have the URI World's University with Real Impact. They have ranked LPU 2nd. LPU has scored globally band of 101 to 200. It's very important for the innovation. Right now, earlier when we used to study, I'm talking about 10 years back, the innovation, the research work was only part of postgraduate courses. But now, right now, my dear students, even the first year student is doing a research. They are part of their collaborated research that are going into the university, and they are doing wonders. That is the reason we have got utter ranking of institution. They have ranked Lovely Professional University 3rd. And we're not only doing good in the terms of studies, we believe that we have to groom these students. We have to give my students everything. It may be the cultural activities, it may be the sports. That is the reason the LPU has created the history. 12 out of 13 LPU students have won the Olympic medal. And who doesn't know about that? Then, of course, we have got the first runners-up trophy, that is the Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad Makkah Sports Trophy. It is one of the, very, very renowned trophy that Lovely Professional University has grabbed. And who doesn't know about him? Neeraj Chopra. Yes, he is associated to Lovely Professional University, the student of Lovely Professional University. Yes, he has got not the laurels to the, the university to the whole country, has made India proud. Talking about the 106th Indian Science Congress, which was held in lovely Professional University, was inaugurated by none other than the Honorable PM of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji. Yes, he was part of lovely Professional University. We have all the eminent personalities with us, the Dalai Lama. If I talk about the ex-president of India, talking about the Shri Arun Jaitley ji, who did the inauguration for LPU Startup School. We have the Gohar Gopaldas ji giving us the valuable information about the mental health, about the, how to work, maintain your work-life balance, because it's very important not to be physically fit, very important to be mentally also fit. We take care of everything. We know who is this now, guys. We know them, right? The superstars, Shah Rukh Khan, Deepika Padukone, MS Dhoni, Sonam Kapoor, you name a film star, and we had it in our campus for all your enjoyment and fun. We look at this. This is the architecture of lovely Professional University, the most Instagrammable place. Let's peep inside this. What is there inside this architecture? There's an auditorium with the capacity of 2,500 seats. Yes, you heard it really right. It is 2,500 seats. And we have the well-equipped computer labs. We have a library which is operational till 12 midnight. Then look at this Unimall, right? Let's peep inside this. Whatever is required, your daily amenities, everything will be available inside the campus. It is the mini city itself, my dear students. We have a gym, we have bowling, we have a well-equipped hospital for my dear students with the 25 capacity of 25 beds, along with the experienced doctors. And we do care about the environment also. We have the solar panels. Look at this. This is lovely Professional University, the lush green environment, the buildings speaking itself. Then whenever I enter to the university, I feel, yes, I am associated to this university. Lovely Professional University, shining and sparkling under the light of moon and stars. And it's a completely ragging-free campus. And we have the turnstile gates for the students who enter to the university or the hostel. Now, suppose I, being a lady faculty, want to enter to the girls' hostel. I cannot. I do not have that punch card, which will give me an access. That kind of security we believe in. We have the badminton court, we have shooting range, we have basketball court, we have Asia's largest swimming pool, all-time weather inside the campus. Right? This is what we have achieved. We are there to give to you. Now, talking about the study grant, students who have not applied for the LPU Nest, I'll request you, please do apply for the LPU Nest. The top 500 candidates of LPU Nest BTech will get a grant of rupees 1 lakh to study. If you get into the admission of IIT or NIT, that is a global responsibility that we are doing. Now, we'll be going live, my dear students. Okay, in the chat box, you can tell me if you have already filled your LPU Nest form, right? Then you have to appear for the exam and you have to wait for the result, okay? And if you want one-to-one counseling session, you can also mention that. That can also be arranged. Now, if I talk about what you need to do is you need to Google lpu.in. If you have not applied for the LPU Nest, you can let me know that also. I'll guide you how you can do that. You need to go to the admissions. You need to go to the regular programs. Okay, you can go to the regular programs, or for this particular program that you're looking for, it's an honors program. You can go to the honors program with industry collaboration. Right now, we are talking about data science and data engineering in tie-up with Transorg. It's the honors program, right? Talking about, let's go to the computer science and engineering. This is how you can scroll. Now we'll talk about this particular program, right? What is the eligibility? What are the other aspects? You can all grab from here. You can check it from here and you can apply for the LPU Nest. If you have already applied or if you've got the allotment letter, you're waiting for the admission, you can contact us through the helpline number. We can help you in that as well. Talking about this particular program, my dear students, how this particular program is different from the others. First of all, it's an honors program, right? And in this particular program, if you have chosen this program, you'll be studying related to 12 to 16 specialization along with the mentors that will be from the industry who's going to guide you. If I talk about the eligibility, it is 60% marks in 10+2 with physics, mathematics, and English or equivalent, subject to qualify LPU Nest, CUT, or JEE Mains. This is very, very important, right? JEE Mains we are taking from the phase 2 onwards, but scholarship definitely we are giving to the all students. Now, talking about the fee for this particular program. Fee completely depends upon you, my dear students. You are the ones who are going to decide your fee, because we have very good scholarships that we offer to our students. Talking about the scholarship for this particular program, we have the highest scholarship right now. It is 28% for this particular program. If you get into LPUNES category 1, or your class 12th marks are above 95%, or your JEE mains is equal to more than 95, you are getting scholarship of 28,000, and your fee will be only 1,44,000. Similarly, we have the second category. In that second category, we offer 23% scholarship. And we have the third category, we offer the 18% scholarship. If we give you a scholarship, my dear students, it will be applicable for completely 4 years. We never withdraw the scholarship until and unless you're involved in any of the indisciplinary actions. The particular fee, if you want to know the fee, is, I'll say, 2 lakh rupees per semester, right? But this course is really a great course, no doubt in that, my dear students, because you're going for the specializations from day one. And if you're interested in data science and data engineering, then I'll definitely suggest you for this particular course, right? And if you're looking for any other questions, you can definitely drop in the chat box. And if we talk about that, if you have missed the webinar anywhere here, you are missing anything on the webinar and you want to check on any other webinar is there, you can go here, LPU Edu-Fair webinars. You can check here and you can always check the previous and the upcoming webinars, right? So this is there. You can always go ahead and check. And if you want to contact us, just let me know. We can do that, and I'll be happy to take your questions right now. Dalvinder, over to you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kavisha. Can we take questions, Mr. Vishad, Dr. Amritpal, and Dr. Kavisha?
Yeah, please.
Gundas is asking here, how is the decision science different from the data science? Mr. Vishad.
All right, I'll take that up. So data science, like we've been talking, relates to identifying the patterns that are there in a particular data set. Now, when you start building on it and also align it with your decision making is where it becomes decision science. So data science ends where you identify the pattern. Decision is when you are translating those patterns into actual decision making.
Thank
I
you so
hope
much,
that answers.
Mr. Vishad. The next question is from Megha. What emerging trends are reshaping the data science career landscape today?
So as of today, I think NLP, like we know it, chat GPTs and transformers of the words, NLP is taking over or coming out in the forefront. So how it is making the human interaction and giving the human feel to the decision making. So now at the tap of button, I can ask a machine to do the job that which I have been doing it manually for hours.
Thank you so much. Varun is asking here, how is machine learning different from data science?
So much, the data science is the field wherein it's about the science and the sense you make of the data. Machine learning is specifically wherein you program the machine to identify patterns. So machine learning is the process of making your machine learn, while data science is the generic field, which I showed in one of the earliest slide, also takes into input a lot of other things: visualization, decision making, statistics.
Thank you so much. Dr. Kavisha, you want to add something in this?
I think he answered it very well.
Yeah. Okay. Someone is asking here, in which of the following shell we have the brightest career, AI, ML, or data science? And how can these help in business and entrepreneurship?
Ma'am, I will invite you to answer this, please.
Dalvinder, just repeat one second.
Yeah, sure. In which of the following shall we have the brightest career in AI, ML, or data science? And how can these help in business and entrepreneurship?
See, my dear students, I'll answer. I always get this question in every webinar. The student wants to know which one is the
Surely
best, right?
this.
Yes, every time we have got this question. And my answer will be, my dear students, whatever is on my website, right? Whatever program I'm running, I can assure you one thing, that it is one of the best. You have to choose it according to your interest. AI is doing very good in its own field. Data science is doing very good in its own field, right? If I tell you that AI and ML right now you take and you don't have any interest in machine learning, you don't have any interest in algorithms, then being the program may be the best, but you might not be able to perform. If I tell you to go into data science and data analysis and you have no idea, you have no interest in databases, you are very much interested in Python and all. So it's always your interest. And my dear students, if a company right now, if you choose like data science and data engineering, right? And a company is coming with the Python, they require a Python. It is not that I not allow you to sit in that company, because there are core subjects that in every field you will be studying. Along with that, the specialization acts as an, that, okay, we are giving you some additional kind of thing. Okay, it does not mean that you're not going to study for the core subjects. And the companies which come, it is never like that, okay, this particular course student is not going to sit and this particular course student will be given. All my students who are eligible, like for maintaining the certain CGPA, they will be allowed to sit in a particular, this company, right? And you don't worry about the placements and, entrepreneurship. You do any course. Trust me on that. You do any course, my dear student, you do it with the passion. You learn that skill. Trust me, you can be a very good entrepreneur. You can do a wonderful job. You'll get the job. Jobs, it's a very myth that there are less jobs. The problem is we don't have skilled people to get the right jobs. This is the major concern, right?
Thank you so much, Dr. Kavisha. Someone is asking here, how can professionals effectively navigate the diverse opportunities within the data science field? Mr. Vishad or Dr. Amritpal?
Amritpal sir, if you can answer this.
Ma'am, can you come again?
Yeah, sure. How can professionals effectively navigate the diverse opportunities within the data science field?
Okay, as sir and ma'am already have stated about the like application areas of data science and the machine learning and AI field. So we can, with the help, because this data science and all this is the need of the hour, right? So because it's now kind of omnipresent. It's not only available in the this like technical fields, available in every area, like we name it. So it is actually a driving force for all the industry, all the domains, not only specific to CSE. So I guess it's a one which is going to be the driving force for everything, like what's going on around us.
Sorry. Thank you so much, Dr. Amritpal. Kavisha ma'am, someone is asking here how LPU is better option than other universities in India.
I believe LPU is the best, not better. I always say LPU is best in every term. It may be anything, it may be in the terms of faculty. I normally say we have a PhD faculty, or it is they are pursuing. They are very hardworking and dedicated faculty who are working on the latest of the latest skills. And the curriculum, we are best in curriculum as well. Amritpal sir can always say, we redefine our curriculum. We always have, and after every 6 months. And we sometimes used to, actually wonder why we are doing it after 6 months. And now when we are, competing into the real world, we come to know that, yes, this is the need of the hour, that we need to change, because trend, the languages, what languages we have studied right now, they are the base. But our students have to have the new things. The kind of tie-ups we have, the kind of placements we have, the kind of infrastructure we have, the kind of sports activities we have, the kind of cultural activities, the hostel facilities. I believe that we are best in everything.
Thank you so
I
much.
guess ranking also proves the same. Like ranking, yeah, like you said, that is a fact that why we are.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kavisha and Dr. Amritpal. Guntas is asking here, is it true that decision science and ML course is a superset of data science? Please clarify. Mr. Vishad.
Can I take
Vishal, sir,
this?
can you say?
Yeah. See, everything is data science. The highest superset is data science. Everything is eventually a part of it. So like I said, decision science is when you pivot from data science to make decision. It becomes or transform into decision science, data science. But at the core, like ML, AI, these are all subsets and super evolved specialized field of data science in itself. So you can restrict, let's say for a PhD, you might restrict to only statistical learning or only hypothesis testing. Whereas if you want to build a product as evolved as Alexa or next Jarvis, so you will have to go deeper in the field of data science, in the field of AI. So that's how it differs.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vishal. The Prajita is asking here, I've already booked CSE BTech core. But is it possible to change into the industry collaborative course?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. What you need to do is you have already done the payment of 15,000. What you would have got is the post-admission services. In the post-admission services, there is an option to program transfer. You can apply on the program transfer. The first program transfer is free of cost. And within, I think, 7 to 10 days, your program transfer will be done as per the availability of the seat. And what you can do, Aprajita, you can connect with your admission counselor who must have helped you for the admission process. They can help you to do the post-admission services as well. And anyone who's actually looking to proceed for the admission or any doubts they have for computer science, they can connect with me as well. Is there anyone who wanted to connect with me personally? Because I just got Varun is looking for, he has applied for the interview. Okay, Varun, you have applied for the interview. Fine. After the interview, we'll get the results. Okay. Then I've applied for the interview. Okay, Varun. So you're going for AI and data engineering course, maybe. Okay, done.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kavisha. Sayam is asking here, I have taken LPU Nest test in the phase 1 and I have achieved rank it's a 1110. Is this the,
What is my
and
fee
what is my fee concession?
Okay, what we can do is, Shah, what you can do is you can share your application number with me because I need to check all the details and then only I can tell you what is the scholarship that you're getting. If you can share your application number, or I have noted down your name as well, I'll check in my log and I can connect to you because I need to check everything, when you have applied for the LPU Nest and what is the, the scholarship you're getting, that we can do it. Sham, if you can give me your application number, that will be great. Otherwise, I'll see from search with your name because
Thank you
it
so
won't
much.
be fair. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kavisha, Mr. Vishad, and Dr. Amrit Pal. I hope all the participants got the answers from our experts. As we come to the end of this webinar, I want to express my deepest gratitude to our experts for sharing their valuable insights and expertise with us. Your presence, enthusiasm, and active participation have made this experience truly special. Hopefully, the attendees found this webinar to be valuable. To access this webinar again, they can visit our website, that is lpu.in, or can be accessed on YouTube also. Stay connected with us for future webinars until we meet again. With the permission of my seniors, I would be signing off this webinar. Take care and goodbye. Have a nice day.
Thank you, ma'am.